Yeah, let me. I don't have this. I don't have this sound, but we were talking about the refs earlier, and since we're talking about Smart, here's Smart when he took the podium today, talking about Embiid and the refs. It's tough, especially when we've got our hands up a lot of the times, and he flails and gets the call, and then down the other end, we've got our guys attacking the rim, getting contact, and we're getting no whistle. Tough to play like that. If it wasn't reversed, I do it every time. It's hard not to get in a rhythm when you shoot 21 free throws alone. So basically, Embiid shot 21, we shot 20. Can't win like that. He's not wrong. It sounds like sour grapes, but it was
a tough whistle tonight. It was
a really tough whistle. Embiid got it every time, and a lot of times where it's like you could have just
LeBron treatment.
You could have just called it basketball. Two people, you don't have to call this is another thing refs struggle with. You don't have to call a foul every time two bodies touch. Sometimes it's just part of basketball. So just because he drew contact doesn't mean it's a foul. There is bumping and they're going to bang up against each other in the post. It's part of the game. It's not always a foul. But every time there's any contact with Embiid, he does the flail and he gets the call. It's unbelievable. It really is impossible. It's impossible when the whistle's that sensitive.
Right. And it's two very large human beings going up against each other. Like bodies are going to hit each other, and like they'll be okay. Like they're not hurt. Like let them play on. They're two guys that are one's trying to score on the other. Like let play on, like, you know what I mean? Like
it wasn't even Embiid. The one that pissed me off the most might have been Harris and Tice. Harris up fakes and looks to pass, and Tice kind of bumps against him while he's making the pass, and they blow a whistle. He's just passing the ball. He's not even trying to score.
You didn't even see his intention. There's no way you saw his intention on that.
They touched bodies. Like that. Come on with that foul.
I'm thinking too. There was a transition play for I think it was Brown who got really tied up. You guys probably remember that play. No whistle there. And I said, all right, this is going to be a tough whistle. But you have those games throughout the year. This was almost the opposite of that first Detroit game that had that incredible pace, ton of physicality, and they weren't blowing the whistle there. So I think what happens, John, is you set a tone and you start calling them, and all of a sudden you have to match it both ways, and all of a sudden the whistles start piling up.
Make him pay for it, though. That's the whole thing. I hate that. You're going to let a guy go to the if Embiid gets 21 free throws next time, I want him to have at least 7 or 8 bruises when it's over. Like if you're gonna foul a guy, foul the F out of him, okay? And make him earn it down there. Those are the worst. He's not even working hard there. He's literally catching the ball and he turns around. It's tweet. That's fine. You want to play rough? You want to play physical? Absolutely. Bang him up next time and make him earn the free throws. That's going to be in his head a little bit. This is the worst. This is the worst case. Or just you got to trap and double a little bit. Also, one thing Thompson was struggling with for sure. He was letting
bring back Al. Joe Sway was saying bring back Al.
What you're describing is exactly what Al did.
Yeah. He made it hard with Baines, for example.
He touched him up,
Baines, after a while.
Oh, man, another one.
You just got tired of slamming into him. You would posterize him 6 times in the first half, and by the second, you're like, I don't want to play against this guy anymore.
That should be Thompson. That should
be Thompson. And we talk about, everyone wanted Baines and nobody wanted him. And he had an awful game when we saw him here. But, like, if you're serving a role, you have to fill that role, okay? Right. And if you don't, then what good are you? Yep. That's the problem. Is Thompson would be fine if he was that guy, but I mean he looked like a guard out there trying to get against him. It didn't even look close. Physically, I mean no one can match up with him physically, but we've seen guys do it, with Baines and with Horford that aren't 7'2", 270 pounds. I mean Baines is a brick wall. Tristan's not that guy.
It's too bad we didn't get a chance to see Robert though. I was looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So going back to that
not necessarily one-on-one, but as a complimentary defender, down low. Go ahead, Bobby.
Going back to that preseason game, he did show a little something on Embiid, and that was kind of an Embiid game where he was just jacking up shots preseason, practicing his jumper. Wasn't as much. I mean, Embiid brought it to the post tonight in a way you don't always see from him. So maybe it wouldn't have gone well from Rob. Rob's known to foul. But again, when we stack it up, Rob has given more consistent, good minutes, especially defensively on the boards and shot blocking, rim protection, certainly than Thompson has. So you can't argue that he would have been a better option tonight. I went into the numbers on Rob before this game because I thought Rob was actually going to play. I believe he is second in offensive rebounding percentage and in the top 15 in defensive rebounding percentage. So he's been among the best rebounders to start this year. We know he protects the rim. The question with him in this matchup would be, does he foul as much as everybody else? And the way the whistle was flying tonight, he probably would have had 5 just like Grant and Thompson.
Yeah, I can see that. Totally see that.
Did Grant Williams play?
A little bit.
I was thinking that. I was thinking
3.
I know he started and he hit a 3, and then I remember nothing else.
The only thing I remember is they tried to get him a post up, and it got completely cut off into a bad turnover, and that was the only thing I remember him doing all night.
And that sums it up for him.
16 minutes, 1 of 3. He hit that 3-pointer. That was it.
He feels irrelevant at the 4, besides taking 2 threes and hitting 1, which is what he does some nights. Like,
well, we used Tatum on Friday, man. This team needs Tatum.
Yeah.
I
think this week
doubt.
answered it. You got the Magic, who were missing 7 players in their own right. You can kill them with Brown and whoever. The Knicks come through. I mean, they're probably a mid-level team this year, and they destroyed the Celtics. And then tonight you get spectacular game from Tice and Smart. They buoy it a little. But if you get half as much as that from them, this is a blowout too here. And in that second quarter, it started to get up by 8, I think Philly did. I said this could turn into not a Knicks game, but another blowout here. So the importance of Tatum, and credit to Brown, he held them up for large stretches of this game. He's been good with Tatum absent. Smart, Kemba giving them good stuff here. But the team is so central to what Tatum does. If he's here, they're good. If he's not, they're, a low-end playoff team, if that.
So
I wouldn't. I hate pickles.
Me too.
I hate pickles too. I despise.
Wow.
Here comes
dietary snacking food.
I've heard that.
They're awesome. They're 22. Salty and they're great.
So here's the thing.
It's gonna sound weird.
It's gonna sound weird. You feel like eating something, but don't want to have a lot. Pickles are awesome.
It's gonna sound weird because I love tartar sauce, but I can't do pickles straight.